Hello, Global Wilderness Conservation. This is Mohammed Zulkarnain, and I'm the founding director of this organization. As you guys might have noticed, for the past few days, we've been starting this organization, and it is solely focused on saving the animals for the next generation so that people get to know about the importance of saving wildlife and biodiversity. Now, there are certain parameters that we have been focusing on lately, and some of them are um, we are about to introduce people different biomes, how different biomes are involved in safeguarding our ecosystems, what kind of important role they've been playing in sustaining our planet Earth, and how what sort of steps we need in the next 40 or 50 years or maybe 60 years in order to conserve these ecosystems so our species and our biodiversity is saved for the next generations to come. In the meantime, we are also going to be discussing how we can save different weak and fragile ecosystems, how we can conserve and restore ecosystems, because there is a strong possibility that if an ecosystem is destroyed due to some catastrophic conditions, due to some natural disasters that we have seen happening to some of the biggest species that have ever roamed the planet Earth, like the dinosaurs, for example. So how what kind of steps do you need in order to conserve an ecosystem when it's destroyed, when it is basically obliterated by natural circumstances or physical circumstances or other sort of catastrophic conditions? There are certain ways how you can cope up with those situations in order to bring back your extinct species, just like it has been happening lately in Spain, where they've bounced back many of the Iberian lynx, the wild population of Iberian lynx, by introducing domestic rabbits, because the rabbit population was vanishing and the lynx were about to go extinct. They were critically endangered, but their population dramatically bounced back thanks to different conservation methods. We're going to be explaining these kind of parameters. In the meantime, we are also going to be explaining how apex predators shape the ecosystem. Different kind of apex predators are allowed to sort of check the ungulates population or the medium-sized gazelles or mammals, where they save those species, because there is always a certain threshold up to which a certain ecosystem or a certain biome can sustain or withstand the pressure that is created by those herbivores, because they are constantly on the prowl, they're constantly grazing those plains. So it is important that those plains or those forest floors aren't overgrazed, right? Which can lead to certain other conditions that can basically collapse those ecosystems. So we're also going to be explaining those on how the predators play an important role in safeguarding those populations, which in turn save these animals from extinction. And then we're also going to be explaining different kinds of stereotypes that people have been listening with respect to wildlife. Some of them, most of the people in underdeveloped countries don't seem to understand the concept of wildlife, and they take that animal or that plant species as a potential threat, as something that poses a threat to their livestock, probably their living, the way they share those resources like water, land, or other places with those animals. So we're also going to be explaining how the coexistence of humans and animals is possible. The other part is the growing human population these days in many countries is posing a threat to the wild populations of different animals. So all these animals, we have them in our minds, and we are going to be safeguarding them for the future generations. There's going to be a little effort from our side, from the Global Wilderness Conservation, to safeguard these species, and I request all of you to take part in this and follow our organization so you get certain kind of updates. It's going to be a very exciting journey, and I'm very excited to share it with you guys. The other important thing is species survival is something we are very much focused on, especially those endangered carnivores, because they're very important species that have been keeping our certain populations in check, for ungulates, for other important herbivores, thus preventing desertification and other kind of deforestation that has been going on. So we're very much focused on all these parameters. I request all of you guys to stay tuned to our social media sites to get multiple updates about the different things that we're going to be doing and the upcoming projects that we're going to be showing you guys. Right now, we're starting from a specific country. We're going to be moving it to different countries, showcasing different species that is in a way that has never been observed before, that has never been seen before, that has never been noticed before. We're also going to be educating the general public with respect to the benefits that the wildlife has to offer. So, thank you very much. And once again, I'm very much excited to share this with you guys. You can just follow our organization on YouTube and other social media sites to get more updates about why the survival of certain species, in fact, all the species, is vital to the survival of the mankind. Because at the end of the day, if humans are to survive, it's important that we save the animals because we are dependent on their survival.